Russia launches invasion of Ukraine, missile strikes, explosions in major cities reported. Ukraine president seeks defense assistance, airspace protection from world powers. PM pins hope on youth to materialize government's goal to build prosperous Bangladesh. Assalamu alaikum, this is Chaudhry Sama, welcoming you all to Evening News. You have just the headlines, now let's move on to the details. Russian forces have launched a major military assault on Ukraine with reports of missile strikes and explosions near major cities. Several Ukrainian civilians have reportedly been killed. Ukraine also claimed about 50 Russian soldiers have been killed and 6 warplanes shot down. People have been trying to flee the capital Kyiv and there is a palpable sense of shock. Russian President Putin warns that Moscow's response will be instant if anyone tries to take on Russia. Bangladesh on Thursday asked all its nationals in Ukraine to move to safer places, with Kyiv closing its airspace amid a Russian invasion. An estimated 500 Bangladeshi nationals, including students, are currently stranded in Ukraine. The European Union says it is one of the darkest hours for Europe since World War II, and Russia will be hit with massive sanctions. US President Joe Biden vows that the world will hold Russia accountable, predicting a major loss of life. Meanwhile, Russia's economy faces being plunged into a fresh economic crisis following Moscow's move to start military action in Ukraine. The Russian ruble fell 10% to its lowest ever level against the US dollar and euro Thursday morning. Cutting diplomatic ties with Russia, Ukraine's President Zelensky urged global leaders to provide defense assistance to Ukraine and help protect its airspace from Russian aggression. The statement came amid Russia's wide-ranging attack on Ukraine that began early Thursday. Zelensky declared martial law, saying Russia has targeted Ukraine's military infrastructure. He also calls on citizens to fight, says weapons will be issued to everyone who wants them, and claims Ukraine will win. The UK's permanent representative to the UN, Barbara Woodward, has told an emergency meeting of the UN Security Council that the world is calling for peace, but Russia is not listening.
For months, Russia has been holding a gun to Ukraine's head. Now, President Putin's finger is on the trigger. A full-scale conflict in a country of 44 million people will bring immense suffering, casualties on both sides, and devastating humanitarian consequences.
Bangladesh has recorded 10 deaths from the coronavirus in a day, taking the total toll from the disease to 29,000. The country also registered 1,500 new COVID cases. As many as 27,000 samples were tested across the country for a positivity rate of 5.53%. The latest figures put the recovery rate at 92.09% and the mortality rate at 1.50%. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has hoped the new generation will forward the country cherishing the ideology of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman as she unveiled the cover of 11 books on life and works of the father of the nation. The Premier virtually joined the cover unveiling ceremony of the books from Ganabhavan today. The new generation could know the real history of Bangabandhu, the struggle for independence and the liberation war through the 11 books published on Mujib Borsho, she added. The Premier also handed scholarship named Bangabandhu Scholars over to 13 students and Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujib Quiz Competition Award to 100 winners, which were organized marking the Mujib year.
8 নির্বাচনে জয়ী হয়ে 2009 সরকার গঠন করে এই 2022 এই সময়ের মধ্যে বাংলাদেশে একটা বিরাট পরিবর্তন আনতে আমরা সক্ষম হয়েছি। একদিকে যেমন দারিদ্র্যের হার আমরা কমাতে পেরেছি, আমরা সাক্ষরতার হার বাড়াতে পেরেছি, মানুষের খাদ্য নিরাপত্তা দিতে পেরেছি, পুষ্টি নিরাপত্তা দিতে পেরেছি, সেই সাথে সাথে আধুনিক প্রযুক্তি ব্যবহারের উপর যে গুরুত্ব দিয়েছিলাম সেখানে আমরা যথেষ্ট সফল হয়েছি।
BNP leader Nazrul Islam Khan has urged all pro-democratic political forces to get united in an attempt to wage a tough movement to unseat the current government. He came up with the appeal while addressing a protest rally in front of National Press Club this morning. The BNP leader also brought allegations against the officer in charge OC of Keranganj police station that he made comments harming communal harmony. Nazrul also lambasted the attack on Keranganj BNP leaders and activists. He alleged that an unscrupulous business syndicate backed by the ruling party is responsible for the price hike of essentials.
গণতন্ত্র পুনঃপ্রতিষ্ঠার যে লড়াই, সেই লড়াই জোরদার বেগবান করার জন্য আমরা এই দেশের সব গণতান্ত্রিক রাজনৈতিক দল, সব দেশপ্রেমিক রাজনৈতিক সংগঠন, ব্যক্তি সবার কাছে অনুরোধ করছি, অনির্বাচিত সরকারের বিরুদ্ধে আন্দোলন করি এবং আন্দোলনের মাধ্যমে একটা গণতান্ত্রিক সরকার প্রতিষ্ঠা করি, যে সরকার জনগণের কাছে দায়বদ্ধ থাকবে।
Students of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman Science and Technology University in Gopalganj have blocked the busy Dhaka-Khulna highway since morning in protest against the rape of a fellow student. Thousands of students of BSMST staged a sit-in at the Gopalganj Shodor police station and demanded the arrests of the rapists. They also placed a 3-point ultimatum which includes arresting the main culprits. As their demands were not met, the students created a blockade in Dhaka to Khulna Highway's Ghonapara area in Gopalganj, demanding the immediate arrest of the original rapists and their punishment. Police arrested 3 people after the incident last night. The incident took place when the victim was walking with her friend in front of the helipad in Gopalganj, Nobinbag area. Both of them were picked up by some miscreants and violated, said police. Now sports cricket. Former Australia wicketkeeper Rod Marsh is in a critical condition after suffering a heart attack. Marsh reportedly fell ill while on his way to a charity cricket match in Queensland. The 74-year-old recorded 355 dismissals in 96 test appearances for Australia. Marsh also played 92 one-day internationals before he retired in 1984 and served as Australia men's chairman of selectors until 2016. Bolstered by their heroic victory in the first match, Bangladesh are eyeing to wrap up the 3-match series against Afghanistan with a game to spare when they face off the victorious visitors in the second ODI. The match will be held at the Johor Ahmed Chaudhry Stadium tomorrow. In the first ODI victory, Afif blasted an unbeaten 93 and Miraj hit 81 not out. Both of them hit their highest individual knock in the ODI cricket to give Bangladesh a victory to remember. Bangladesh head coach Russell Domingo urged the players to improve their game. Before ending, let's have a look on the headlines once again. Russia launches invasion of Ukraine, missile strikes explosions in major cities reported. Ukraine president seeks defense assistance, airspace protection from world powers. PM pins hope on youth to materialize government's goal to build prosperous Bangladesh. And that's all from the newsroom for now. To know updates, videos of this bulletin, visit our website www.ntvbd.com. Besides, visit our YouTube and verified Facebook page for updates over NTV's all popular programs and bulletins. Our next bulletin, Shunda Khabur, will be aired in Bangla at 7:30 p.m. Thank you for being with us. Have a good time.